Oh, hey Tom, what's up, man?
Hey Connor, you'll never believe where I am, man.
Where are you, man? What's going on?
I've just commandeered a green screen studio, buddy.
Fucking hell, it looks amazing. What's going on?
Well, I'm gonna create a talk show where we have real people giving fucked up opinions, find out what they're doing, be able to agree to disagree again, Connor.
Sounds good, man, but where do I fit in?
Well, I'm looking for a young person, Connor, to be the co-host.
All right, cool. You want like a young guy's perspective, that kind of
No,
thing?
Connor, you're like the fourth person I called, man. First person that answered. You know how to work an iPad, don't you?
I do, man, yeah.
Well, get the fuck down here. You're the new co-host.
I'll be there right now, man.
Tom State's dangerous space. Connor, what the fuck are you doing, man?
It's called TikTok, man. Have you not seen this?
What the fuck is TikTok?
Fucking hilarious. Look at this. It's pretty good.
It's actually really funny.
Say, man, this talk show, what kind of show are we making here?
This is going to be an awesome talk show. We're going to take real people and get their opinions. They're going to be the guests, Connor.
I like that. So, like, we're not going to have any celebrity guests?
No celebrity. Nobody gives a fuck what a celebrity thinks. You ever seen a celebrity give his opinion? Nobody cares because he's not in the real world. We're going to get real people giving their opinions, then we're going to judge their opinions from other real fucking people.
I like that, man. So you get to have the audience be the guest.
That's what I'm saying, Connor. It's going to be super exciting, man.
Great. So I get to pick who the guest is.
That's the best part about it. You get to pick any guest you want. You're going to pick the guest for me, Connor, and I won't know who it is.
So I could pick anyone.
Anyone you want.
What about that guy?
Even that fucking guy.
Nice. What do you think about racism?
Racism, man? Here, I tell you a little bit about racism, man. There's like this guy that I met once, and he had like this
God,
big.
this guy, shut the fuck up. It's an advert. It's not even a real show, Connor.
Believe that guy?
Fucking
Maybe we should have one real guest.
That's a great point, Connor. I'll find somebody that's like interesting, maybe not famous, but definitely interesting.
Sounds good, man. Do we have like an ending for this show?
Of course we have an ending, but it's going to be a surprise, Connor.
What's the surprise?
I don't know what the surprise is. That's what the fucking surprise is,
I
Connor.
like it, man. It sounds dangerous.
Top Stage Dangerous Space.
Nobody fist bumps anymore, man.
Bam. Tom Stage Dangerous. Tom Stage. Tom Stage. Tom Stage. Top Stage Dangerous Space.
Hey, hello everyone. How you doing? Give me a wave if you can hear me. Yes, love it. Great, guys. It's great to have you back. Few familiar faces. Good. Davey, good to have you back. Deb's our go-to guest. Lovely. A few new faces as well. It's great. This is Dangerous Space. You all know the script by now. This is the show that goes into the topics that other shows are too scared to ask, right? And hello, everyone who's watching on YouTube as well. It's great to have you guys back. Now, there is a few new people, so unfortunately I have to do the little spiel again, all right? So this is a little disclaimer. If you've never seen this show before, it is called Tom Stade's Dangerous Space. I am not Tom Stade. Tom's going to be out here in a second. My name is Connor Burns. I'm your co-host. Now, the disclaimer is, this show, we're going to be talking about controversial topics. We'll get into that in a second. You might hear some stuff that might ruffle your feathers. Maybe, I don't know, Davey will say something fucked up. We've come to expect that by now. Yeah, well, he knows. So, if you hear something that upsets you a little bit, remember, it doesn't matter. We're idiots. We haven't really researched this. We've got kind of a half-baked opinion. We know you guys have got half-baked opinions, and that's all we're interested in hearing. Does that sound good? Yes, I love it. Right. Well, it's become a bit of a tradition on the show. We're trying to top ourselves every week with Tom's entrance here. So I don't know what we have lined up this time, but we can't do Tom Stade's Dangerous Space without our host. So please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. Tom Stade!
Where you are? Well, good evening, Dangerous. I love you, Deb. Good evening, Dangerous Space people. How are you feeling today? Okay, just thumbs up. I forgot. There's a whole bunch. We got our muted mics on here. I sometimes forget that. Now, listen. Thank you for joining us again here on the Dangerous Space. We got some feedback. First of all, I'd like to say welcome. We've done a little bit of house hunting because we got 7 extra people tonight to watch the Dangerous Space. So we thought we'd invest it in, and I did a little bit of house hunting, and this one's up for sale. I think the builders are still here because there's a lot of white powder around, but if you don't mind the bullet holes in the door, this place is a steal. Little thing from Tony Montana. I don't think he's around anymore, but anyhow, this is welcome, like I say, to the Dangerous Space. We had some feedback. Number one, why didn't anyone tell me I looked fat in that shirt last week? What the fuck, you lying motherfuckers? I was sitting there with my gut out looking like an asshole, thinking I was looking great, but fuck me. So I went a little more casual today. I feel that now that my gut has been exposed, I'm gonna do more drape clothing for the show myself, but that'll be fine, no worries. Now tonight, I'm really excited about this one tonight because for as long as I can remember, okay, people have said, don't talk about three things. Number one, religion. Fuck that, already done. Politics, haven't gotten to it yet, but money. Let's talk about some money because you can't help but not to these days. Now look, there are rich people in our face constantly reminding us on how fucking poor we are. So I thought, fuck it. Let's talk about money. And let's start off with this cunt. Is he there? Good. Now, this alien, Jeff Bezos, okay? This guy gets richer every time I get my L'Oreal Paris Men Expert Hydra Energetic Anti-Fatigue Facial Moisturizer by tomorrow, or my face will fucking dry up. Like this. Now, do you see that? Fuck, my wife is gonna have to fuck that one day. That's embarrassing. As soon as my face gets to that, that's when we turn the lights off. Now the problem with these rich people is they have too much power, man. Like a tweet can be sent out about cryptocurrency by a billionaire with Asperger's by the name of Elon Musk. And I'm invested in crypto, and he fucking wiped me out. And all my poor crypto traders and our dreams of financial freedom through the new currency of Bitcoin. Does it bug me? Fucking rights it does. And now listen, now we also got, I mean, you hear about Bill Gates and Paris Hilton, and then there are people that are so rich, they don't even want to be on the Fortune 500 magazine that I've never fucking read. I wouldn't even know what article to look at because it's out of my league. Because I doubt I could even afford that magazine right now. But, well, many of us, listen, I know looking at a lot of you guys right now, you guys work harder in a minute fraction of a year, okay, than what these guys do in a whole fucking lifetime. And you won't even make a fraction of what they make. Does that bug you? It fucking should. It bugs the fuck out of me. Now, look, everybody knows that the 1% have more wealth than the fucking rest of us combined. Because, look, in a democratic, capitalistic country, it's not a democratic, capitalist country. It's a game of fucking Monopoly. And these cunts have won. Now we're all just hanging around with our little fucking car or our little fucking shoes, and they're wondering what the fuck I'm gonna do with my shoe. You know? I'm not really in a game. I'm just a guy standing around with a shoe. Now, but it doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is the way these rich fucks play. Because we all play fair, okay? These rich guys, the problem is they don't give back. They keep taking and taking, and they love to hide their money. Yeah, to me, I don't even know why we have tax havens. Places like the Cayman Islands, Panama, or the British Virgin Islands. Or if you're as rich as this cunt, you've got Money Island, with a shitload of virgins on it. Now, it's like tax havens, they definitely weren't created for us. Because if we poor people, yeah, I'm looking at you, Davy Grimes, fucking, that couch didn't cost you more than, you got that couch at a goddamn secondhand shop, and I fucking know it. Now, that's right, Dave. Now, like, if we owe the government, man, I know you guys have probably owed the government money. Maybe owed them 50, 70, 800 pounds. They will come at you. They won't let you up until you're on a show, can't pay, and they will take it away. And then next year with all your kids looking for a fucking council house at 1 in the fucking morning, you know? Dude, you don't think I don't want to hide my 800 pounds from the government who's just going to give it to some big business? But I can't because I need it for my inflated fucking rent. Now look at all these companies, okay? Amazon, Facebook, Google, Netflix, Apple, Microsoft, and Jimmy fucking Carr. I even know that cunt. Now, they all hide their money in these tax havens, and they don't put it back into the system. And if they don't do that, if they don't put the money back into the system can't work properly, and we're all fucked, man. And the worst part about it is, this is the one that fucking bugs me the most, okay? It's when these capitalistic rich fuck up, when the rich fuck up like they did in 2008 in that fucking banking crisis, there better be a picture right there. Now, who bailed them out? It was us poor fucking people with our tax money that they hounded us for. Look, if you lose your house, you're fucking homeless. But if the rich lose theirs, we buy another one for them, for fuck's sakes. And for a bunch of capitalists, they sure embrace socialism when they fuck up. Now, and listen, don't think I'm not looking for you still, Sir Fred Goodwin. Don't think I haven't forgotten. Now, so, let's fucking bring everybody in and let's see what people's fucked up ideas of money are. I'm super excited to hear it here in the danger space. And seeing how we are in Tony Montana's house, I want to introduce you to my little friend. Is he here? Is he here?
Hello.
All right. Fucking excellent.
Hey.
Now, okay. Now, how are you, Connor?
I'm fantastic. I'm great.
Yeah, man. Now, you're the poorest one out of all of us.
I
here.
have no money.
Yeah, fucking. Like, he looks like he should. This is actually probably the biggest vehicle Connor's ever been in, and it's a pretty small one at that. But, Connor, tell him what you do for a living, like when you ain't doing this.
I am a delivery driver for Iceland.
Fucking Iceland delivery driver.
That's the only. I'll tell you something. Let me tell you something about getting that job. I had to get a day job when COVID hit because all the gigs disappeared, right? So I became an Iceland delivery driver. It's the only time I've ever got a job, and I had to break it to my parents like it was bad news. Like we were all sat around, and I was like, guys, I've had some devastating news. My application's been accepted. I start on Monday. Right? My dad was crying. My mum went upstairs.
Yeah.
It's horrific. The only thing that's cheered me up is because I was like, wow, I am the lowest of the low right now driving this Iceland van. But then I got to see...
Yeah, that's what I think, Connor, by the way. Every time I see an Iceland driver, I think that cunt's gone pretty fucking low.
Yeah, now the only time I get to think that is when I see a farm foods driver.
Farm foods.
The only thing that cheers you up when you drive an Iceland van is getting to see the kind of people who order Iceland food.
Yeah, well, here's one of them over here. Where are you, Mark?
Yeah, we've got
Fucking
Mark. Hey, Mark.
He looks like he might have some ice. There you are,
Yeah,
Mark.
I'm pretty sure I delivered 18 frozen gatos to that guy last week.
No
how you
worries.
doing, Mark?
I never know if I should be looking at you or looking into the camera. Because every time I look into the camera, I feel like I'm on the shopping channel. I don't get it. I don't know what that means, man.
Yeah,
but
it looks like you're
every
selling.
time I look at it, you
Yeah,
know.
you're selling me like we're in Taken.
Yeah. Now, can I ask something? Is it amongst like we've got, believe it or not, a bunch of new viewers, but is there anyone rich on the screen tonight? Davey, are you rich? Turn Davey fucking on. I want to hear this guy. All right.
Not at all, mate.
Not at all. Okay, Davey. So let's start with Dave. Can we bring Dave in?
Perfect.
All right, Davey. Now, Davey, what do you do, man? How old are you, Davey?
49.
40 fucking 9 and broke. Nice. Jesus Christ. Nobody really, that was never the dream, was it, Dave?
No, not really.
Another criticism was I might interrupt the guests a little too soon, but I had to argue. My problem is that if you pause for more than 4 seconds, I feel like I need to jump in all the time. Now, Davey, now, thanks, man. Dave, what do you do for a living, Dave? That's the big question.
I support vulnerable people with complex needs in the community.
Wow, Tom, I bet you feel like a piece of shit
What
now.
the fuck? Like, is he a helper? Say that to me again. What did he say?
He said, sorry, Davey, I'll let you say that again.
I support people with, like vulnerable people with complex needs in the community.
Oh, you fucking helping Mark. Fucking old Marky Burks. And if that's the Mark I think it is, I'm positive you are helping him.
Mark, listen.
We'll get to Mark in a second.
Listen, I don't care what anyone tells me. Mark is definitely the chaser.
Oh, yeah, he totally looks like the chaser, man. Beautiful. Now, what kind, like, okay, so you're actually doing something real important, aren't you, Davey? Like you're really changing people's lives, right?
Hopefully so, yeah. When it goes right, yeah, definitely, yeah.
When it goes right, fucking, have you lost
Yeah.
it? Oh, sorry. Fucking, have you lost any people, Dave?
Not that I've been caught out for, like, do you know what I mean? But I'm not covering tracks, that's what it is. Do you know what I mean? Lifetime of lagging prepares you for that kind of stuff.
So, Dave, are you in a position where you're funded by the NHS? Are you private?
No. Weirdly enough, I used to work for NHS back in the day, and then we got privatised, and I went to a different company. But now I work for a council, so I'm a council.
Thanks, Richard Branson.
Well, thanks, Richard. Now, Davey, here's the big question. Not everybody doesn't like to talk about this, but okay, for helping people, we all know that Jeff Bezos makes whatever. How much? Well, you've got to.
I do. I have a video.
Wait, show it to me later.
Yeah.
Okay, now to help your fellow human beings, how much do you make an hour, Davey? How much is that pay?
Don't even know an hour. I don't know. Couldn't tell you, to be fair.
What, do they just slip you a fucking envelope every week? No, this is what we could raise with the hat being passed around. You fucking saint.
It's under 20 quid, definite. Put it that way.
What? Hold on. Okay, how much is your rent? At least we will know you got to make more than that.
My rent is, this is where your argument falls down because I'm just mortgage free now.
Oh, right.
Oh, yes, Davey's living it. All of a sudden, Debs might fuck you again, Davey.
Right on, man. So that furlough money came in pretty handy, huh?
Oh, hang on, I can pull it back here. Oh, I've worked all the way through it, and when we weren't doing stuff, when we couldn't see people face to face, we were delivering food parcels and medication. So I'm back in the room.
Right on. Oh, Fucking look at who's getting laid tonight.
Do you know what? When I was out on my doorstep at 8 o'clock with my pots and pans, Davey, it's good to put a face to the name I was clapping for. There we go.
Now, so Davey, so we still don't know how much you make in a month, Davey. How much does a person make in a month? Give me a ballpark figure.
I come out with about $2,000.
$2,000 a month to help
all right.
somebody. That's okay.
That's perfect.
Doesn't fit into the average that you told me, though.
That's pretty good because I've been looking into a little bit of finance stuff this week, and I found out the average UK salary is about 34k.
Yeah.
Right? Now, to put that into perspective, if you instead of pounds, if you were earning seconds, if every one of your pounds was a second, just roughly, Davey, how much time do you think you would have earned by the end of the year?
Christ knows.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are we talking hours, minutes, days?
I like to think it'd be like, I don't know, thinking about it, you'd like to think it'd be like at least a few hours, won't you, heading up?
Yeah.
It is. It's 8.5 hours, right? You earn 8.5 hours back. Debs is fucking shocked. She's like,
Yeah.
wow, I can't believe people live like this.
This blows my fucking mind.
Right, to put that into perspective, I ran the same numbers for these brothers called the Koch brothers, who are oil giants.
Thank God I've got a research team.
Yeah, fucking. We actually plugged the laptop in this week. I've got numbers and everything in front of me. So we ran the numbers for the Koch brothers. Now they have a combined wealth through oil of 55 billion, right? So I'm going to pass it to you, Davey. How much time do you think they earn in a year?
Too much, because I'm hoping it's going to run out from the bastards.
Yeah.
Like that. This blew my fucking mind, right? This blew my mind. Every year, they would earn 1,300 years.
Fucking.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, though, are they happy?
Well,
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
Here's where my end of the day is, Davey. I say we buy a gun and go kill them cunts and take their money. Huh?
Tom, I don't think you earn enough to buy a gun.
Hey, if I'm ever going to commit a crime, oh yeah, that's very true. We'll have to pool our money together and get a hunting rifle.
Amazing. Well, we have a little video to put that in perspective.
Do you want to do the video?
Yeah.
Now,
Like, no, on you go.
Connor wanted a segment. One of the criticisms is that I steamroll over Connor's ideas. So this time I'm going to let Connor have this idea. And you guys decide if it was a good idea or I was right by going, this might not be a good idea. But we're going to do it anyways.
We're talking about like millions and billions. We throw it about a lot these days. But I found a little video which just quickly, in a minute, visually shows you how fucked we are financially.
Yeah, how poor you are.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay, here it is. If you haven't seen it, I'm excited. And it's on. Is it going? It's on.
The scale of $1 billion is really crazy. So let's say 1 grain of rice is equivalent to 100K, and 10 grains of rice would be then 1 million. Well, how much is 1 billion? So my Saturday night consisted of counting 10,000 grains of rice, one by one, just to show you guys how much $1 billion is. Of course I filmed it, and of course I time-lapsed it, and this is playing at, I don't even know, God knows how fast it's playing at, but... So now I'm proud to present to you the results. That is $1 billion, where each grain of rice is worth 100K. Look how much rice this is, guys. That's crazy. I just bought you like a Lamborghini right here, and I didn't even notice it was gone. Here's a $5 million house in California, and oh look, I still have all this money. Well, a lot of you guys asked me, well, how much does Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos have in terms of rice? So that was my mission, and I went to Costco. I got the rice, I brought it home, and once I brought it home, I went to work. I also want to say that I have 5 families that are going to take this unused rice, so it's totally not wasteful. Okay, so the moment you've been waiting for, 100K, 1 million, 1 billion. Jeff Bezos has 122 of these, or 58 pounds of rice. If each grain of rice was 100K. Like, look how big this is, guys. I'm gonna show you the scale here. I'm gonna put a keyboard in just for fun. Look how deep that goes. That's insane. This is Jeff Bezos' new house that's $145 million in LA. And then, oh my God.
And we're back.
Hey, fucking. Now that's what we're talking about, man. And that dude don't pay taxes. Like, fuck me, man. Imagine if the world had half that fucking money back. You know, I don't even know what your tax bracket is. Let's bring in another guest. Who should we bring in?
I think we're going to bring in the Hamers.
The Hamers.
Hello,
Where are the
Hamers.
Hamers? Ooh, oh, Mrs. Hamer.
Here we go.
There she is.
Hi.
Oh, we got two
Yeah,
Hamers.
2 for 1 here.
Yeah, okay. Now, which is Mrs. Hamer? And obviously, which one is that one? Okay. Hello, Mrs. Hamer. And who's the other gal you're with?
Miss Hamer.
Oh, Miss Hamer.
Oh, yes. Fuck yes. I knew your faces from somewhere. Yes.
Excellent, Mrs. Hamer.
Something tells me you two girls already had this webcam set up tonight. Yes.
Stop it, you naughty little boy. Now, Connor. Now, Mrs. Hamer. This is a question. What do you do for a living, Mrs. Hamer?
I'm a teacher.
You're a teacher.
They're the real heroes.
The real heroes. And what are you grooming the children to learn?
Trying to teach them anything at the moment. Anything that sticks.
Fucking wow. Well, the future's in good hands. Now, I don't know, Connor. Do you guys make a lot of money? I hear you guys in the newspaper all the time. Like
They strike enough, am I
yeah,
right?
they fucking 2 months off, fucking paid vacation.
We only work from 9 till 3:30 every day.
Oh, I feel bad
we're
for
on
you.
holiday all the time.
Wow.
Can I ask, what age group do you teach?
Yeah.
Primary. So I'm in Key Stage 1 at the moment, which is years 1 and 2.
Okay.
So
well,
you need a year 3 education.
Yeah. A year 3. I'm going to tell you something. Those kids are smarter than fucking you. And we're going to vaccinate them soon.
Oh no, what's happened to our Hamers?
Get all the kids all vaccinated. Now, is she frozen or is that just
frozen.
me? Okay, Mrs. Hamer, we've lost you.
We'll come back to them.
We'll
We can
come back to Mrs. Hamer. All right. Give me one more person, and then we'll bring on our guest, man.
Wait a
Who
minute.
should we can Helen or
I think we should maybe bring. Oh, do we have our Hamers back? I think we could bring in Debs.
which one? Debbie Boissy?
Debs Wild. Are
Let's
you ready
bring
to come in?
Boissy. Wild was on. I love Deb Wild. Let's bring in the writer, I believe. Oh, no, you brought in Debs?
We got Debs.
Okay. Hi, Debbie. How are you?
Snap. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey,
Now, Debbie, what is your official job, Deb?
Well, as you know, I work for rich people.
Yeah.
I work for Coldplay. They
Yeah.
have all the money.
name drop.
Do they share the wealth with you, Deb?
Nobody look after me. So but
They
I,
look
I
after-
earn less. I earn less than that figure that Connor said was the average, though. So I feel like I'm all right.
So you're a slave.
Debs, you don't need to lie to make everyone else feel better. We get it.
Hey, man, I mean, being a slave with perks, that's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome, Deb. So you earn less than 31,000 is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe you might want to start helping fucking handicapped people, okay?
My brother's paralyzed from the neck down.
Perfect. We'll get Davy Grimes on the case. Sorry.
Wow.
Did you hear that, Dave? You can go and help Deb's paralyzed brother. Try not to lose him this time. Fucking just wheeling him around for $20 an hour.
Do you know what, Debs? And do you know what? I think I'd rather be paralyzed from the neck down than listen to fucking Coldplay.
Whoa! Ouch, man! Ouch!
You could actually, you really missed a good opportunity there, Connor. You could have sung paralyzed, but you didn't.
But then you wouldn't have got to do it, Debs.
And who says my audience isn't funny? They're awesome! All right, excellent. So we've lost Mrs. Hamer because her
They're back.
thing. We got Deb, we got Davey.
We can
what
bring
time
back,
are we running on?
We can quickly bring back the Hamers. They're back if you want to have them.
All right, let's find out one more thing. Deb, you and where we got 'em?
Thanks,
All right.
Debs.
What the
Yeah,
fuck happened to the Hamers?
We're back. Sorry, we can't upload the internet. We're too full.
We were already laughing at you. Now the real question was, Miss Hamer, how much money did she say she made, man?
I don't know. Can we ask that?
Of course, that's what this show is about, man. Spew it out, baby.
I earn more than the others.
You earn more than me.
I like how you tried to be polite
No,
there and
no.
it came out. She shat all over them.
See? Now,
Sorry.
well, it was really funny because I think you know how much you earned in this lockdown when you got your furlough cash. Did anybody get furlough money? Oh yeah, you were working. You know, I always thought comedy, I would never be broke. It could handle anything. But the comedy can't handle a virus. and I had saved up money, Mrs. Hamer, for like maybe 3 months. I'd never saved up money for like fucking a year and a half. So I got furloughed. And I'll tell you, man, comedians don't make a lot of money. I got furloughed. Get this. Government sent me a check for 548 pounds a month. Fucking whoop whoop. And that's for me. That's for me and my missus. So you know we were rolling around in it.
Hence why we're here.
But what I did realize, I'll tell you this. This is what I realized about that kind of money. I loved it. I loved being unemployed and poor. I fucking get it. I get why all these people in these fucking council houses don't want a job and raise fucking 4 kids because they know they're going to get 1,400 pounds and a free house. You know what I'm saying? It's either two. I've realized either be super fucking broke or be super fucking rich. Because in the middle sucks. When you're in the middle, it sucks because you work so hard and only get a little bit. At least when you're broke, you get to do nothing. Anything you want. Or if you're rich, do nothing. Anything you want. But it's us in the fucking middle. So what I'm saying to Mrs. Hamer and Davey and fucking Debs and all of you, fucking go on welfare. It's way better.
Amazing.
It's way fucking better.
That's awesome. I think. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone, for big applause. I can't hear you.
We are.
All right.
We have an amazing guest. We have a super interesting guest today.
Can I bring him in?
Yes.
Okay. Now, our next guest, we decided we've had a comedian before. We've had Steve, who we got your feedback from, and fucking turns out he talked too much. Nice one, everybody, who was on that show. Fucking, and where the fuck did Davey Curry go, our scholar?
Yeah, he hated
fucking
it.
asshole left us here. And then we had JoJo, who was beautiful. Love JoJo. We also love Steve, of course. We love Steve, but we love JoJo. But tonight, I'm bringing in a different kind of friend. These are the people I hang out with, and this next person is an ex-football player, but he's also one of the top football agents in the world, ladies and gentlemen. So it was kind of funny trying to pick out a clip for him because with comedians, it's fucking easy. And then I thought, okay, should we give him a clip of him scoring goals for Crystal Palace in 1977? I couldn't find one. I could only find games where they went, and Barry Silkman has the ball. So we thought, fuck that. So we found him working, probably, what year was this? 2000?
I think it was from 2008.
2008, around the same time the banking crash. This guy, well, I'll let him do the talking.
Let's do it.
This is our next guest, the wonderful Barry
This was supposed to
Silkman.
be to get agents. They were told your targets are football clubs and football people within them clubs, i.e. chief executives, coaches, managers, directors, chairman. They are your targets. But what happened? They couldn't find anything, so who became the target? The agent. But we can't find anything with them, so let's go for the agents. And now it has swung. Because remember, this inquiry wasn't supposed to be about agents. This is supposed to be about people inside football clubs. That's what it was set up for. It quickly moved from that onto agents. Now, 1 year down the line, he never found one bent deal.
Hey! All right, man. Is Barry here now?
Yeah, we should have Barry.
So Barry, is Barry here or did he freeze too?
Uh-oh.
Have we lost Barry for a second?
Hang on.
Hold on. Our technical. Hey, there you are, Barry. Is Barry on? Oh my God, he's on a pixelated one.
There we go.
Excellent. How are you, Barry?
I'm great, Tom. How are you?
Fucking doing just fine. I'm being broke as I've realized I'm no longer going for the riches, Bear. I'm going for the poorest. We have the same lifestyle. Fuck it if I can't get on a first class flight. Fuck it, you know. Anyways, Barry, I'm so glad to have you on tonight. Now, Barry,
Thanks, Tom.
you are a fun person for this conversation because you deal in a lot of big money, Barry.
Very big money, Tom. At times, if you're talking of takeovers of football clubs, you're talking of hundreds of millions. Transfers, anything from £500,000 to 50 million, yeah.
Barry, that's an incredible amount of money, dude.
It's a lot of grains of rice.
Yeah, fucking no wonder you wanted to be an agent, not a fucking football player anymore. That's like
I wanted to be a
amazing.
comedian. I wanted to be a comedian.
Takes too much time, Barry. You don't want to, like my investment in comedy. Yeah.
There's no money in this game.
It's not
Barry.
a lot of money in it's your premiership. Anyways, now Barry. Now Connor, you wanted to ask Barry some questions.
I do. Hi, Barry. Nice to see you.
I'm not
Hi,
steamrolling him here.
It's kind of interesting your position you're in because you were a player in the 70s and 80s, and then now you're an agent. I was just wondering if you would tell us roughly, when you were at Crystal Palace and Man City back then, what kind of money were you and the guys that you were playing with on back then?
My basic wage at Manchester City, the biggest wage I ever got paid was £550 a week, including bonuses. The problem at that time is after a certain amount of money that you earned, they took 95% in tax. It was a nightmare. It was a waste of time earning it. The equivalent today is about £1,500 a week. That would be the equivalent.
Cool, but so that would be what you'd have to earn now. But just to put that into perspective, what would a Crystal Palace player today be earning a week?
I mean, it depends on if you take me at the time, my experience, my ability, wanted by the manager Terry Venables. I would be on, if I was at Crystal Palace now, about 60,000 a week. If I was at Manchester City, I'd be on about 130, 140. So I'm actually thinking of making a comeback, but not sure if it'll work.
Something tells me, Barry, you've probably not got to worry too much about cash right now.
Fucking. That's awesome, Barry. Now, Barry, you were saying to me when we were talking before that money seems to creep into every business now. Like you were talking to me a little earlier about how football isn't a sport anymore and it's now a business. It's not about actually playing the game. It's more about money, isn't it?
No, it's so strange, Tom, when I look at it now. It's so difficult for me at times because I played football because I love playing football. And if you happen to get a £50 a week rise, I mean, I remember once going in to see Terry Venables at Crystal Palace, and Kenny Sanson, who was our left back, he ended up playing for England and Arsenal. He was the best left back, probably one of the best in the world. He ended up.
I'm not sure about that, Bear.
He was very good, Tom, I got to tell you. And we were standing outside Terry's office, and I remember Kenny saying to me, Silk, what you going to go for? I said, Ken, I'm not taking less than £100 a week rise, and I want £100 appearance money every time I play, another £100. So Kenny said, go on, Silk, you go first, and I'll go for the same. I went into the office, this is no word of a lie. Terry Venables was sitting in this huge fucking chair, like huge chair, right up in the air, and I'm sitting at the other end of the desk. My
Was he
chair's
stroking a cat, Barry?
It's about 6 inches off the ground, and you're looking up at him like that. And he said to me, okay, Silk, what do you think? I said, well, TV, I think I've had a great season, and I deserve £100 a week on my basic, and I deserve £100 appearance money. And he said to me, Silk, do you know what? You have had a fantastic season, and you may well think that you're worth that. But he said, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you £50 a week on your basic and £50 on your appearance money. Look at his watch. He said, for the time you get to the doors, about 15 seconds you got from now till you get to the door to say yes or no. I'll take it. And it's so funny now when I've got a player going for a rise, if he's on, let's say, £40,000 a week as an example, he expects a £20,000 a week rise. And it just shows me now, and I tell everyone the same, when I played, football was 80% sports and 20% business. That was it. I mean, it was still a business because people had to get paid. It's now become 80% business and 20% sport. And a lot of players, you know, if they're at a club and they're earning, let's say, £70,000 a week and they're not getting a game, there's a lot of players today who won't drop down £5,000 a week or 10,000, which in effect is not as much as that because you still got to pay tax. They won't drop it down to go to another club. I'm not saying everyone. I'm saying there are some players won't drop a salary to go to another club to play. They would rather stay where they are, not get a game, but collect the money. And that, sadly, in a way, is how football has changed. Not with everyone, but, you know.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I wonder what their furlough fucking check was when they were just sitting on the sidelines. Government fucking checking that shit out.
They didn't have a check big enough, Tom.
Now listen, Silky, I want to open up. I want to find out. Does anybody want to know anything from Silky, man? By who, like Debbie? Debbie, get in here, Deb. Fucking throw it in, man.
Hi, Debs.
Hi, Barry. It's interesting. I think you said that a Man City player gets 130 grand a week. Did you say something like that?
That would be about, of the first team, that would be about
team.
Average. Be the average, not the top. Wow. Not the bottom. That would be about the middle.
Out of interest, what would the women's team, Man City, what would their
Oh! Bam!
We're the big women's football fans in this house, so
be about 10% of that, Deb.
Wow.
Are you telling? So the women barely get paid at all.
10%.
Yeah, I mean,
is still.
10%.
The thing you have,
And you think you'd want to watch? You think you'd want to watch women running around kicking balls?
I mean,
like proper.
The thing you have, Debs, is the money's coming to football because of Sky. No other reason. And what Sky has done, it's brought with it enormous publicity, and it's also brought with it enormous sponsorship. Whereas before, clubs were having to go out to find sponsors, now you've got sponsors literally queuing up to get into football clubs. So that's really where the men's money has taken off, has been through Sky and then through sponsorship. And it is a lot of money. I mean, each club gets a basic of 150 million a year from Sky, plus they get paid every time they're on live.
Wow, that's amazing.
Lot of money. It's
been the kind of hot topic recently, isn't it? Like the difference in money with the women's game. But the big one was the USA national team, because they've obviously been winning everything and they get paid nothing compared to the USA men's team who've won nothing.
Yeah.
But the thing that annoys
Sorry,
me about
ladies.
that, the thing that annoys me about that is the way it was reported, because what they don't really mention is that the women signed a set contract, whereas the men signed an incentive-based contract. And now that the women are winning everything, they've realised, actually, we'd be earning a shit ton more money if we signed an incentive-based contract.
Man, women are so stupid, aren't they? Jesus. Fucking, come on, ladies. Get your shit together.
The thing is as well, Debs, what you've got in the men's game, obviously, you've got agents. Yeah?
Yeah.
Whereas in the women's game, they're not so prolific. So it's the agents as well have realised, the players and the agents have realised between them the amount of money coming into the clubs. So they've drove the money up, if you like, because there's no agents in the women's game, and because it's not so well publicised, and there's no real huge PR for it, although it's getting bigger. There's no one there to drive the salaries up. And it's very, you know yourself as a woman, you go in, whatever you
As a
work out,
woman, Deb. You know as a woman. Don't you be fucking knowing as a man.
You walk in to get a rise, and you get a little bit intimidated sometimes. If you've got somebody going in there on your behalf, they don't get intimidated.
Well, in the company that I work for, that isn't true, because everybody gets the same salary in the place
That's a different thing.
At.
Yeah, that's a different scenario.
But I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
I agree with that, Bear. I agree with that just from a show business point of view. If I went in there and negotiated my own contract, I'd get this show. And that's what I've done. So if I had an agent, this would be massive.
Barry, out of morbid curiosity, can I ask you a cheeky question, Barry? What's the biggest deal? What's the biggest deal you have been involved in?
Yeah, that's a big one, man.
Transfer fee wise, I would say Philippe Anderson going to West Ham.
Right.
Philippe Anderson. Yeah, do you know him, Deb? Do you know who Philippe Anderson is? He sounds like a poet to me.
Yeah, he does.
And also Souček going to West Ham as well. That was about 20 million. Anderson was about 28 million.
Jesus.
Fucking Christ, man. That's insane.
And that's why we look like ghosts and Barry has a boat tank.
Yeah.
There we go. Barry, Barry, what you
that Deb wanted to say thank you, man.
Thank you very much for coming on, David. Barry, what you don't hear is I've got all the technical team who work on this show egging me on to ask even more personal questions. So this isn't coming from me.
Far away.
Okay.
Someone just said, and how much did he get from that?
Yeah, that's interesting. How much do you get? Okay, just to put it in perspective, Bear, like my agent gets 15%. Okay, like so. Say I do a corporate gig. Any big money gigs, she gets 15%. Just for the little small gigs, maybe I'll tell her, maybe I won't. And 10%. But I don't think that's the same for a football agent, because 15% of 20 million. Fuck, man. Jesus Christ.
Well, I don't know.
That's a lot of rice.
You mostly work on the player's salary, and
Right.
it's capped. It's capped at a maximum of 10%. That's the cap. A lot of clubs at the minute, because of the situation we're in, are trying to do deals between 2 and 4%. The average that I get is about 5%, 6% is my average.
I think that deserves a round of applause.
Yeah. There, Barry, it sounds like they're getting you down to real estate agent fucking kind of dough, man. Like the real estate agents, they only make like 1 or 2%.
1%.
Those are the worst agents.
You're dealing in big money. When you're dealing in football, 5%, if a player's salary, as an example, is £50,000 a week, and you're getting 5%, and you've got 2 or 3 of them, that is an awful lot of money, you know?
Yeah.
Barry, do you want to know how? Do you want to know how much money you have? We've got a lesbian couple watching this show, and they've just messaged me. Does he have
A lesbian couple? Sean Ward ain't a lesbian.
They've just messaged me. Does he have a girlfriend?
Does he have a girlfriend? I think Barry's got a lot of girlfriends.
I think you've got. I think
That's
you've
his
got.
daughter.
Not one in particular, one, no.
Barry, can I ask you?
Hold it. We want more of the audience to ask a question. I want somebody. Do you want? Okay, wait a second.
We have time for one more audience question.
Okay, we can ask Kenya, who is Barry's daughter, who has joined us on the Dangerous Space. I would love to hear what Kenya has to ask her father.
Hi, Kenya.
Hi, Kenya. How are you?
Hi, welcome to the show. I'm assuming.
What question? Oh, sorry.
Sorry, Kenya. I'm assuming you probably were in charge of setting up the tech for your dad.
I wasn't actually here. It would have been me. But actually, no, that's a lie. I don't know if you saw, but I literally had to pick up my laptop and go downstairs to show him how to get his camera on.
Hey, Kenya, what do you want to ask this fuck, man? This dumbass fuck that seems to
You're
hang
in the
around your
dangerous space.
house.
You get one chance to ask a dangerous question here.
Okay, right. You have had a lot of tops in your life, being the top 10th most influential agent in the world, and
Very
the
true.
first ever English Jew to play in Israel, only to name 2 of them.
You're a fucking Jew, Barry? What?
Who'd have guessed with the surname
Fuck!
Silkman?
I never would have thought that. Jesus, why do we even have him on the show? Fuck, we said no Jews. Sorry, Kenya.
Yeah, Tom, shut up.
Okay.
Out of everything that you've achieved in your whole life, being career-wise, personal-wise, what has been your biggest achievement?
Ooh.
Meeting and marrying your mum.
Oh.
Whoa, fucking.
And it's answers like that that make you keep your money.
Fucking gay. It's the gayest answer ever.
On a professional level, I'd say it's a dead heat between the first time I ever played in the Premier League, my first game in what is now the Premier League, and singing on a hit record, on a number 1 hit record.
Whoa,
what was that? Tell that story.
No stories on music.
Just tell me what the record was. What is it? And then we can all fucking go on to Apple iTunes and fucking sit there and drink to the sweet melodies of Barry the Jew Silkman.
You won't hear me. No doubt about it. Hot chocolate.
Hot shot, no doubt. Welcome to the dangerous space, ladies and gentlemen. This is Barry. That's fantastic. How are we doing on time?
I think that's us. We're up for time. So.
Okay. Does anybody? Let's do one more. Does anybody have one more question for Barry, man?
Come on.
Oh, the 2 girls are looking. They're like,
Yeah. Let's bring in the Hammers. Let's bring in the Hamers.
Well, we also got Helen over here.
We were just trying to remember which the hot chocolate song was. Can you sing it?
Oh, what was the hot?
No doubt about it.
And how much money did you make for that one, Barry?
50 quid, Tom.
Whoa, fucking all right.
Amazing, right? I think we're done. Good, we're Barry. I reckon he probably has big money deals to go on and make after this show.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, man! And I can't wait to see you again, Barry, real soon. Kenya and all that. Now,
Thanks, Tom.
oh, no worries.
Thank you so much for coming on, Barry.
Yeah,
Thank
listen,
you.
and ladies and gentlemen, now we got to wrap it up. Again, we've learned absolutely nothing. I want everybody to know that. We've learned nothing, but we have learned that fucking some people are doing better than us. Fucking Barry, for one of them. Fucking some people just help people for no fucking money, which I think is one of the greatest things you can possibly do. And thank you, Davey, for out there instead of that fucking alien Jeff Bezos. Fucking that guy wouldn't help fucking. Who was paralyzed again?
Deb's his brother.
Oh, Deb's paralyzed. You step on Deb's paralyzed brother. But you would help him. And Debbie and the Hamers with the beautiful, thank you for teaching our children, but you're never going to get rich because of it. But listen, man, fucking, we all do the best we can, and we just come here to have a laugh and chit-chat about
I have
stuff.
one tiny surprise to end the show on.
What?
Now, we want to talk about
Crazy.
money. We want to talk about money. We want to talk about getting big paychecks. I had done some digging about our very own host, Mr. Tom Stade, and I found something that I think he might have got a fat paycheck for.
I might have.
Now, we're going to finish. I think we'll just finish with a clip. We'll let that roll out.
Well,
I'm not going to tell you what the clip is. I'm just going to tell you, maybe listen and see if something sounds familiar.
Wait a sec. So after the clip, then we're done the show, or do we come back?
I think are we done after the clip? Are we happy with that, guys?
All right, yeah.
Cool. We're going to go out on this, and I'll just...
No, you want more? You want more?
Yeah.
You want more?
All right,
you want more?
Great. Well, we'll get the story.
Okay,
behind
we'll
it.
do the clip and we'll come back. Okay, we'll do the clip and come back. I'll give you more. I got no fucking place to go. I'm not even sure this is a chat show anymore. It's just fucking. Can we get some quiz questions?
All right, let's go. Let's roll the clip.
Okay, roll the clip. Let's see it.
It's pronounced rosé with an acute accent on the E.
Fabulous. Great name.
Yeah.
Mine's Captain Morgan with a mustache on the M, so it's Morgan. Headline.
Our very own Tom Stade, the voice of Captain Morgan.
You guys didn't know? Yes, for 6 months in a summer, Connor, I was Captain Morgan for the summer of, I think, 2019 or 2018, man.
Well, we got to ask Barry, and he was kind enough to tell us. So, Tom, how much did you make for being the voice of Captain Morgan?
Are you ready for this? 17,000 pounds. That's how much Captain Morgan gave me. And here's the problem with that, is that fucking I'm poor, so I don't know what to do with money except bring it to Ladbrokes and try and parlay it. But it turns out I'm not very good at gambling on sports. So what that money did for me, it helped me learn to lie to my family. So yeah, that's.
So out of interest, where might you have told your family where that money went if it wasn't the bookies?
I believe I lost it in a cab that day. I've told some real doozies in my time. Can I remind everybody I'm not a perfect person?
Yeah, I don't think any of us are.
That's amazing. Yeah, the comedy has given some the one thing I did like about comedy is it's given some good paychecks. There's no fucking doubt about that, man. Like, can I get a, yeah, hold on. Can I break the fourth wall for a second?
Yes, of course you can.
Okay, just checking it out. Yeah, what's the biggest paycheck? Bring Debbie Voicey back.
Yeah,
I want to see Debbie Voicey. Now, hi Debbie, I remember you got a book. You finished your book, didn't you? Yes.
Yeah.
And what's the book called? Give it a plug. Give it a
It's
plug.
called
like
Only About
fucking
Love.
13 people.
It's called Only About Love.
And it's from Fairlight Books, and it's available on pre-order right now.
Oh, nice, man.
And on Amazon. So Jeff will get some of the money.
Whoa, like that cunt needs to get richer.
Debbie, you should have put a man's name on the cover and you would have made 10 times as much.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, nice one, Connor. Now, Debs, that's a pretty big deal. Like, did a publisher pay you to write the book, or did you write it yourself? And now that we're living in this world of the internet, that we think if we write something or do something and it'll go viral and our lives will be super great.
Yeah, I wrote it and submitted it to a publisher, and they accepted it and gave me a contract.
And how much did you get for that contract, Deb?
Oh, it was so much money.
Tell me, Deb.
An advance of £500.
What? That's great. That's women money.
Exactly. And royalties. I will get royalties once that £500 has been achieved. I will then make royalties. So
Debbie,
I'm not going to retire on this.
You may laugh, Debbie, but you can spread 500 pretty far at Iceland, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you can.
So are you trying to get some business, Connor?
No, I'm trying to get them shut down so I can go back to being a bum.
All right, okay.
That's amazing. Debbie, I actually caught what you just said, too. You have to pay them back the £500, don't you?
No, you don't have to pay it back. What happens is they give you that £500. So if you don't sell any books, then you still keep that 500.
Yeah, but if you sell some books,
when they've made the 500 back, then they start paying royalties to me.
Do you know, we're a lot alike like that, Debbie. We're a lot alike like that. Because when I did my DVD back in the fucking day when I was super popular, now when I did my DVD, fucking they gave me. I'll also tell you this, Deb. They gave me £150,000. Okay, now watch this. Yeah, it's crazy. And I don't have any of it. Fucking. I've got none of it because you should never give poor people money. But the funny part is we worked on the same level, Deb, is that DVD had to make that money back before I saw any fucking ka-ching off of my DVD sales. And guess what, Debbie? I haven't seen any ka-ching off that DVD deal.
So how much do you reckon that they lost on that DVD?
I bet you they lost about £140,000.
I'm sure that's not true.
You don't know what kind of a maniac I am.
Do you know what, actually?
I don't know.
Do you know what? I'm pretty sure I bought that DVD off a one-eyed guy in a market.
Yeah, but
he was like, boomer.
I've seen it. I have seen it in charity shops. I always love when I see my DVD in charity shops. And to be fair, though, if you try to buy it on eBay, it's worth a lot of money. Because it's rare. So,
is that because everybody burned their copies?
That's right. Fabulous, Deb. That's the way it works, though. But I mean, I guess in show business, it's a little bit different because I'm pretty sure I've done a lot of stuff that I'm getting paid for, but because I'm not checking out the unions or whatever it is that protect you and all of that sort of stuff. That the union, I don't even know what the union does with all my fucking money that I've never collected.
I think they give it to Jimmy Hoffa. I've seen
Does
the
he?
Irishman.
Fucking sweet, man. All right. Well, okay, now we know what. See, I wasn't afraid to ask who make. I want to talk to Mark. Just one more question. Because Mark's one of my favorite interesting people. Are you there, Mark? Hey, Mark, how are you? Where are you? Oh, yeah, fucking. Now, everybody, this here's Mark. I remember the first time I met you in Doncaster, is that right?
That's right.
That's right, and you were going to commit suicide, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And good laugh. And we decided that we were going to get you to run out into the Olympics and catch a javelin with your face to make the suicide interesting, right?
Yeah, just to get picked.
Yeah. I love you dearly, Mark. You're one of my favorite people. Now, Mark, do you have a job, Mark? I can't remember. You don't?
Yeah, I support children with disabilities.
You and Davey fucking do the same kind of job.
Yeah, but my rule is take them back alive. It's too much paperwork if they die.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. I think on the next episode we're going to find out that Mark Burks actually did commit suicide, but it's a fucking cover-up.
Yeah. Mark, that's so fucking fabulous.
Jesus Christ.
Now listen, Mark. Now, how much do they pay you for keeping children alive, Mark?
£9.45 an hour.
£5.45?
£9.45.
Oh, £9.45. So you're proper minimum wage.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Fucking, you see, that's where the problem lies. Somebody good like Mark who fucking, saved his life and now is helping children. And I get paid a fucking 17 grand to fucking talk like this for a Captain Morgan commercial. I think you're more useful on this planet than I am, Mark. I think I'll be the one catching that javelin with my face pretty soon.
Yeah, well, they spend the money on...
Do you know what I love about that is, and I think the Hamers, if they're teachers, will understand where I'm coming from. If you're getting like a lot of cheek from a child, and you've got to ask yourself the question, how much money is it worth to me to slap this little fuck? I don't think the answer is £9.45 an hour. So you, Mark, are a fucking saint.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got to end this show now because we got other people coming in. But listen, thank you again for showing up. Did you have a good time tonight?
Yeah.
Unmute everybody. Unmute everybody.
Yes.
Did you guys have a great time tonight? Woo. You know what? This is more of a therapy session for me than a fucking chat show. But I love you all so dearly for showing up each and every, and it just, what I'm noticing is every show gets better and fucking better, man. And by the end of this, we're gonna have this fucking down, and it's gonna be so awesome, man. Yeah. And I love you all dearly. Connor, do you have anything to say before we go?
I just want to say thanks, everyone. Thanks to all the talkers. Thanks again to Barry Silkman and Kenya for joining in. I know that interview and your kind of time was probably worth like 40 grand.
Yeah, so. Easy, man.
thanks for wasting it with us fucking degenerates.
I love you all dearly. Thank you so much for coming. We'll see you next Wednesday for sure, guys.
Peace out.
Cheers, man. Peace out. Have a good one. Tom stays dangerous. Tom stays dangerous. Tom stays dangerous. Space.